What is up, guys? Long time no see. As you can tell by the title, this is our girls trip. I ended up taking a full week off of work and the girls and I just explored northwestern Pennsylvania. So we're going to take you along with us and show you what we did. So the first place that we went is called Pleasant Ridge Park. It's in Fairview, Pennsylvania. This is a pretty small park. It's only about 80 acres and it has 11 trails, but the longest one is half a mile. So in total, it's maybe just over a mile in hiking if you do all of the trails. It is a really cute little park. There are public restrooms, there's picnic tables, there was a soccer field, a baseball field, and a decent sized playground for kids. The trails were very nicely marked, so I had to refer back to the map several different times to make sure that we were going the right way because it does kind of veer off quite often. So this is day one of our girls trip and we are at Pleasant Ridge Park. I just came across a nice thing right here that looks like a bear and scared the out of me, but it is the part of a tree stump, thankfully. It's very buggy and I wish I would have brought some bug spray. There's a closer up view. If you look at it from the side, it doesn't look bad. It's also quite muddy in some areas, which is not ideal because they literally just got groomed just a couple days ago. Okay. Ooh, this is yucky. This is definitely the wetlands part. Fun fact, right after I took this little clip, I fell over and a guy came around the corner and probably watched the whole thing, so that's cool. So much freaking grapevine here. It's insane. Next, we went over to the Battles Estate, also known as the Yellow House, located in Girard, Pennsylvania, to do the historical interpretive trail. This house was built in 1858 by a banker, and it sits on more than 130 acres of farmland. And thankfully, this trail was super well marked. We are now at Battles Historic Site. This is just a really tiny little loop. It's just under a mile, but it has this really cute yellow house that I'll show you at the end. I don't know if you can go in it. I doubt you could go in it, but it's gonna be super cute for taking some pictures. There's a lot of history here for Girard. So every so often throughout this loop, there's a bunch of little signs that say stuff about this area. So the house was locked, but apparently you can book to have private tours. They want to go in this house so freaking bad. They like immediately ran up to the stairs. Yeah. See, now they're doing the same thing again. Girls, we can't go in. We can't go in, babes. Here's a little behind the scenes of the cute pics that I mentioned earlier. Then we went over to the Bluffs in Lake City, Pennsylvania, and this park sits on almost 600 acres and gives you a beautiful view of Lake Erie. There are 4 main different hiking trails that you can do here, ranging from 1 mile to 5 miles. Now we are at Erie Bluffs State Park. It is very, very pretty here. Apparently there's a lot of good smells because the girls stop and start sniffing like every 3 seconds. We'll see how much at this park we're able to get done because it took a while to find it. The GPS took us to the wrong location initially, so hopefully you get a good amount done still. get over how pretty this is. I also realized that I lost my poop bag somewhere when I stopped to set my stuff down at some point. I don't remember where it is, and the girls are getting tired and it's getting late, so thank gosh it is biodegradable. Overall today, we've run into like maybe 10 people. There's been no one out, which is wild, but also I forget that it's a Monday, so most people are probably working. But there was a group of people, probably like 5 people that we ran into that all wanted to pet the girls, so obviously that was their highlight of the day. Right now we are heading back to the car. I think we're gonna stop at a little farmer's market stand, and we might call it a day because, like I said, the girls are definitely getting tired, and it wasn't supposed to be very hot out, but it definitely seems hotter than I think it's supposed to be. Just stopped at a little farmer's market. Here are the blueberries and here are the beef sticks. So now we are on our way back, and I think we're just gonna call it a night. I'm excited for tomorrow. It's gonna be a very busy, fun, exciting adventure. So I am looking forward to it. Then we went on a 3.5-hour drive to visit some family, and I ended up forgetting their easy walk harnesses, so I had to turn around and drive back and grab them and then drive out again. So I spent a lot of this morning just driving there. The girls got to meet their cousins, and we had so much fun playing with them and hanging out with them for the day. We just played in the sun, played in the pool, went for a walk, and had honestly like the best time. Oh, and I forgot to show you the Airbnb that I got us for our trip. So let me take you inside and give you a little tour. So this is the Airbnb that the girls and I stayed in. You walk in, there's this cute little home sign, staircase, living space, cute little sign. So when you come in here to the living room, I sat out here for a couple hours last night. We got here around 8:30. There's a little dog bed over here, TV, and there's this nice big dining room. And then this is the kitchen that I did not use literally at all. This morning I ate 3 granola bars, and then I had the genius idea to look in the fridge. I almost stopped at the gas station yesterday and got eggs for breakfast because I eat eggs every day for breakfast. And then while I was just like cleaning everything up, getting ready to leave, I was filling up the girls' water bottles and my water bottle. Looked in the fridge, there's a carton of eggs back there with 4 in it. I'm like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. I was so annoyed. So I did have a nice big pizza, which I had a very delicious dinner last night at my cousin's house that my cousin's husband made. It was delicious. Thank you, Billy, if you see this. Hi, Coco. So yeah, this is the kitchen. This is Coba. Do you want to say something here, Coba? A little table here, a couple bar stools here. There's this little porch out here, which I did not venture out onto. Garage on that side, which you can barely see. And then if you come back out and you go up the steps, that goes up to 3 bedrooms and 2 cute puppies. This is the room that we stayed in. I did not make the bed. And then there's this full length mirror, and then this closet that you can't get into. There's me and Coco Bean. Coco Bean. And the Larsey baby. Baby Grill. I woke up to some noise at like 4 in the morning, and I looked out this window. There was a police car and a garbage truck, so that was interesting. And then over here we have another bedroom, which we did not sleep in. And then the end of the hall, there's the bathroom, which it kind of stinks having this up here because every time I had to pee, I had to come upstairs. And then Coba, of course, the second we got here and we came upstairs, she hopped right in the tub. And then there's this little bedroom here, super cute. Sliding door here. So that's the end of the tour and a little update on where we're at. We are now on day 3 of our girls trip. And our next stop was Kinzua Bridge State Park in Mount Jewett, Pennsylvania. We got there bright and early, literally as soon as the park opened. And it was so nice because aside from one person, we had the entire thing all to ourselves. It was gorgeous. I have been here before, but it's probably been at least 15 years since I was here, so it still kind of felt like my first time, and it was definitely a unique experience for the girls. Usually you can see right through this, but unfortunately it's a little too early, so it's kind of wet. Made it to Kinzua Bridge State Park, stop 1 of the day, and yeah, it's pretty nice. We're the only ones here, so I guess it pays to come early. Now we have the whole place to ourselves. It's beautiful, it's nice, it's gonna be a great day. I'm so excited. Next was Ludlow, Sheffield area of Pennsylvania. So we just made it to Hector Falls, which is literally just an H and an F on a tree. I think we are like 5 miles into the middle of nowhere, so that's super cool. I had to try 3 different times to find this place, but I wonder if I could just drive down here. The only problem I feel about driving is where am I going to turn around? I went to, like I said, 2 different locations before I found it. We were almost here and I could smell some throw up, and I was like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. Sure enough, Coba threw up. Update, I did decide to drive down, and I made it about halfway, and I came across this truck, which I was like, oh my gosh, great. Just a couple with 2 dogs, and I was like, hey, like, am I going the right way? And they said, yeah, but you're gonna want to park here. Thankfully, it worked out good because that saved us 3/4 of a mile. So, looks like we made it. We're at the top of the waterfall now. Super cute, super peaceful back here, holy cow. So we made it to the bottom at least, to that little bridge. This is really pretty, definitely a random hidden gem. Now we're back on the road trail. We did run into a family right after I took the last picture of us. I feel like I've never been so excited to see people, especially a family, not just like someone by themselves, because it made me feel less alone. Because I'm not gonna lie, I really was nervous and almost decided not to come at all once I realized how out in the middle of nowhere it is, and there's no cars here when I got here. It definitely made me nervous, but I'm proud of myself for just doing it anyways and trusting myself and not allowing myself to get in my head, because I've really been pushing myself out of my comfort zone so much lately. I feel like it's helped my anxiety times a million, because they always say, like, anytime you're feeling anxious, don't leave because you're rewarding your anxiety. I feel like I just feel so much more confident and secure in myself, so it's definitely worth it. Okay, so hopefully I can move this, otherwise I'm literally being locked in. Huh. Didn't see that sign. I feel like I'm in one of those strongman competitions. Hopefully I can lift it up. No, okay. We're not gonna go to jail. Oh my gosh, my heart just fell in my bottle. What an eventful day. After I was just saying I'm so proud of myself, and then I get freaking locked in the forest and I can't get out. All worked out. We're fine. Then the girls and I went for like a 2-mile walk to a natural spring. Isn't that cool? That's fresh spring water. Like good water, huh? Oh yeah, that tastes good.
You like it?
Which they thought was like the coolest thing ever. It was so funny to watch them. They loved it. And then we stopped at a little restaurant for lunch. And I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and a grilled cheese, as adults do on vacation. Next up was Hector Falls in Warren, Pennsylvania. This one was right along the road. We literally walked like 2 feet and it was right there. It was so nice when we got there because literally there were no cars, no one was there. And then right after we started taking a few photos, a huge family showed up and all that disappeared. Once we finished up there, we drove just a little bit down the road and went to the Rimrock Overlook. There is a ton of hiking that we could have done in this Kinzua area, but due to time, we just did the overlook of the Kinzua Bay. And the Kinzua Dam here is actually one of the largest dams in the United States. This is where Mommy and Daddy met.
What if the world had more of your smile? What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars.
Just think, girls, if we didn't meet here, you guys would have never come along. We would never have our little family.
Our next visit was to this 6-mile long canyon located in Harbor Creek, Pennsylvania, with a hiking trail just over 2 miles long.
Day 4, we made it to Wintergreen Gorge Trail. This one looks really pretty, so I'm pretty excited for this. We just got to the end of the trail. That was a very abrupt, random ending.
So I finally found the waterfall, but I couldn't figure out how to get to it, so we just went down this steep hill and bajaed through the woods over to it. And when I got over there, I found out that there is in fact a trail that takes you to the waterfall, but I obviously missed that. Then we went over to this 35-acre park in Erie, Pennsylvania with 3 miles of hiking trails. This was really, really cute, and it would be such a nice spot to have a picnic.
We are now at Headwaters Park. I just followed this trail for 20 minutes, and this is the end of it. It's just a random picnic table. What the heck? And I looked and it's like not even on the map, so I'm not really sure what this trail is. But it's a trail and we followed it. I can tell we're right by the highway. I'm sure you can probably hear it in the back.
Decided to take a little water break. to take another water break. The girls wanted to come in here because it's shaded. We've only come across one person. I did not bring the girls cooling bandanas, and I kind of wish I would have because we're almost out of water already. The girlie's taking a break. It was pretty hot out this day and I could tell that they were getting tired, so we decided to call it a day. And I love this little clip of them in the car. That is so sweet. But I took them to a pet store because I needed to get some more hip and joint supplements for them, and obviously we had to try on the new Barbie hat for Coba because she's so cute in hats. And then I found this cute little vending machine you can order sweets out of, and then we headed back to the Airbnb. So that was our girls trip week and we had such a fun time. So stay tuned for our family vacation video. That'll be up next.